as a hotshot driver, there are 4 people involved in every load that you do, and it's important you know. One is you as a hotshot trucking company. 2 is a freight broker. 3 is the customers that's shipping the product, and the 4th is the customer that's receiving the product. And it's important that you know all 4 of those. We're going to break it down in this video. Okay, in this example, we're going to take Joe Smith Manufacturing, and one of Joe Smith's customers orders product from him. So the first thing Joe Smith does is he contacts a freight broker. So he calls the freight broker, and the freight broker wants to get all the details about the product that Joe Smith is going to be shipping, because Joe Smith is going to ship the product to his customers through a freight broker. They're not going to deal with trucking companies. That's not their expertise. Their expertise is making product, marketing those products, and make sure those products get sold so they can stay in the business. It's the freight broker's job to get a truck there to get that product moved from their location to their customers safely. So that's why they contact a freight broker. And the freight broker is want to get the product description and the dimensions. They're going to want to know the weight. They're going to want to know the height. They're going to want to know the width. Then they'll get the length of the product. And they're going to want to know the pickup location. And they're going to want to know where it is delivering to. And once they get all of that information, they're going to post that load on the load board. Now, typically, a broker will get anywhere from 20 to 25% normally of whatever the load is paying. So if the broker is charging Joe Smith $2,300 to ship this product from Champaign, Illinois to Victoria, Texas, they're going to normally get 20 to 25%. In this example, we're just going to say the broker is taking 20%. That's $460, which means they're going to post it on the load board for $1,840. And that way you'll have access to it, and at that point you can make the determination as to whether you want to pick this load up or not, if it's worth it. Now, in this example, I think it comes out to $1,070, $1,800. It comes out to about $1.70, which is kind of lofty for a rate. I know it was when I was driving. I'm not sure what the rates are right now, if somebody can educate me or bring me up to speed on that. But $1.70 is a good paying load, especially for the weight and the dimensions. It's one product, almost the full length of the trailer. It sounds like a good just strap and go load. Now, once you drop that load, you're going to submit that paperwork to 2 people. You're going to submit it to your freight broker, and you're going to submit it to your factoring company. The freight broker is going to take the paperwork, the signed paperwork with the signatures of the delivery location, to Joe Smith's Manufacturing. That's how they're going to get paid. You're going to submit the paperwork to the factoring company. That's how you're going to get paid. Now, once the factoring company pays you, they're going to bill that freight broker. The freight broker has already billed Joe Smith. The factoring company is going to bill the freight broker. Now, the factoring company has already paid you your money, and they're waiting on the freight broker to pay them. The freight broker is not going to pay them until Joe Smith pays. This is where we get into the weeds on these loads, because if you're using a factoring company that has recourse, then if Joe Smith doesn't pay that freight broker is not going to pay your factoring company. Your factoring company has already paid you, and they're going to want that money back. So that's how the whole process works. I hope this helps and clears up some things. If you have any questions about it, just send me an email. Now, you remember me telling you how the freight broker, typically they're going to get about 20%. So there was a load that I did. I picked it up in Rhode Island, somewhere out toward Martha's Vineyard, and it was going to Michigan. It was going somewhere in Michigan, and what it was like an indoor pool. This thing was huge. It was actually 2 of them. They took up 40 feet, so they're about 20 feet each. Now, as the forklift driver, who is also over the shipping department, was out there loading me, I started to just doing what I do, which is conversate with people. I'm talking to anybody, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter. So I'm talking to him, and I'm like, man, what are these things? I'm pretty sure these things are pretty expensive. What are they, like $4,500? And he's like, oh no, it's costing us that to ship them. They're close to like $30,000. You're getting up in the right range for what they cost. $4,500. That's what we're paying to ship these things to Michigan. So now I'm looking at the math, because I see what I'm getting paid from there to Michigan, and which it was a good paying load. It was about $1.65, $1.70 a mile, which was a good paying load. But it's a couple of $1,000s left over after I'm paid. Now I know, looking in retrospect, looking back, it could have been that broker was paying a crane to come get this thing off my trailer, because they had these huge heavy duty forklifts to load it. But once it got to the customer, because it actually went to somebody's house, they had to have a crane set up to take it off the trailer and set it where it was supposed to go. The freight broker may have been paying that crane as well. But I'm looking at the math, and it just didn't add up. That would be the only thing that could explain it. If not, then also, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. That'll help me out a lot. Thank you for listening.